What is my daily approach to beauty? Just looking in the mirror and saying, I love you, you've got this, you look gorgeous, and leading with that mentality. Even though sometimes you might not feel like it, you have to pretend. Hi, Allure, it's me, Olivia Dean, and this is my 10-minute beauty routine. The look we're doing today is 10 minutes, if I can do it, because I'm quite slow when I get ready. Everyday look. Oh, where's my bits and bobs? The vibe when I'm getting ready is we need to start with a candle. Diptyque is kind of the most gorgeous candle in the world. I love all the scents, but this one I hear is pronounced Bay. So we set her down and we get ready. I would play some music on my speaker. I'm not going to now, otherwise you might not be able to hear me, but imagine that it's like, I don't know, some gorgeous Brazilian kind of like 60s music playing, something like that. Okay, so I'm not gonna do this on camera because then we wouldn't have, enough time, but these face masks, the hype is true, guys. And then, lovely hydrating sort of prep mist after that. Smells like the spa even when you're not in the spa. If I've just come out of the shower or I'm like refreshing my hair, I've been using this recently, Way Hair Gloss. It's really lightweight. I'm not really sure like what's in it, but I like it. So I put this on and then I blow it out with a hot brush. I would say my mum has always instilled in me that your hair is your beauty. It's important to look after it and treat it like it's your best friend. And I've never dyed my hair or kind of like done anything crazy with it. I just feel like quite protective of her. I always kind of do think that one day I could do like a shaved head look, like that would be quite chic. But I think my mum would have a fit. So I don't know. And also, guys, if you know, you know. Beyonce, thank you. This is actually really hard to get, but if you can find it, pick it up and put it straight in your basket because your hair will grow at a rate that you've never seen before. I would use this kind of straight out the shower when there's nothing else on my hair yet, and I would kind of boop, boop, and then like work it into my scalp here. I love the blowout. It makes me feel like I'm like this kind of, I don't know, 70s sort of like fabulous lady. It's speaking to me right now. Sometimes recently, I'm actually controversial, skipping moisturizer and just doing SPF. This one is ultraviolet. Is that how you say it? SPF 50. I think it needs to be 50, guys. The sun is really hot. And we're protected. Oh yeah. Okay, next up, we have the Road Glazing Milk. This is really good. I really like it. It's lightweight, and whenever I put it on, I feel like it's the perfect base for the rest of my makeup. And so I'll just kind of pop her on. And I'm also gonna use her later for something else. A hack, guys, a special hack. Now we're kind of getting into makeup world. At the moment, I'm loving Hourglass Skin Tint. For me, it's always a skin tint. I don't love super heavy foundation. I want it to feel like my skin, like you can see my skin, but it's just looking a bit more kind of one shade rather than lots of different ones. And I'm either shade 10 or 11, depending on how much sun I've been able to receive. Today, 10. And I'll just put kind of like this much on the back of my hand and then work her in. It's really not a lot. A little goes a long way. You know what, let's do a little bit more with this lovely brush, which I've had for a very, very long time. And we definitely wash all the time. Okay, pretty. The skin is tinted. Wow, this is so fun. I wanted to do one of these for such a long time. Like I definitely sit in my house at home and I go, with nobody there. Okay, so next I'll use concealer. Airbrush concealer. I've been using this one forever and I am in the shade June under my eyes and then Maple if I have got like, my chin is my problem area, but okay. I normally just go like this. I'm not a makeup artist, guys. I'm just a lover of makeup. And then I would kind of buff her in. Sometimes I'd use my finger because I feel like that gives you a real nice kind of even spread. Honestly, I do a bit of both. I used to really do the sponge, but fallen a bit out of love with the sponge. It's a lot of work. You got to go and wet the sponge, and you know, I just do a bit of that. Sometimes I'll kind of put some here too. Okay, cute. I am gonna put a little on my chin. This is maple. Beep, boop, bop, boop. I'm really letting everybody see what's really happening on the skin. It's all right. That's actually my face. Cute. The visual world for the art of loving, I think from the beginning was just focusing on timelessness, kind of looking back into the past and things that felt classic. I loved a lot of black and white imagery that I was looking at, always looking at Diana Ross, Natalie Cole, kind of singers from that Motown era. It's about glamour and fun, but I don't know, singing from the soul. Nice to each other, I started and I had my curly hair and the makeup was like very natural. And then Lady Lady, we played with this kind of like really frosty eye that was quite chic. And then Man I Need, I think I had the best hair in that video I've ever had in my whole life. Like that was a great hair day for me, thank God. And I was being lifted up in the sky by all those men and it was just a great day. I feel like I'll look back on those videos in 20 years time and be like, oh, I looked like me and I looked happy and yeah, really beautiful. Okay, now we're moving into bronzer, guys. Bronzer is a bit of a holy grail moment for me. This is my favorite one. It lasts forever. And what I like to do, which I saw on TikTok, which I'm not on anymore, but when I was on there, they do have some good beauty hacks. I'll give it to you, TikTok, okay? You get your road glazing milk and your Chanel cream bronzer, and you do that. You give it a little one of these, and it just kind of makes the product a bit more supple. I don't know if that's the right word. And then it's kind of ready to just go straight on. Ooh, look at that. Quite a lot. You can always blend away, guys. Ooh, best beauty hack from my hair and makeup team. Less is more with the hair products, and with makeup, always take your makeup off before bed. Sometimes after a show, it's like, oh my God, I just wanna just crawl right into bed and go to sleep, but always take your makeup off. I know that's an obvious thing to say, but I know sometimes we get lazy, ladies. Next up, we are gonna do eyebrows. I've had a real eyebrow journey in my life. I used to have really big kind of slugged eyebrows, sort of 2016. I think that was when they were hot. I carried the trend on too long. But now I'm into fluffy brows, and this Rafai one is my favorite. And I learned, I know it looks crazy, guys, but we go that way. What? And then we go up. It's completely clear. But it makes me look like I've got like 5 times more brow. And then I like to go like that. And sometimes you get a bit on the top, and you just get that right way. I mean, health, health, health. Yeah. Wow, that's my favorite part. I feel like once we get that cooking, it's like we're really getting somewhere. Ooh, I'd love to just put this like lighter shade just under my eyes, just to kind of set that and brighten up the eye. Maybe some here too. I don't know. Sure. It's blush time. Which shade feels like my vibe today? I spend a lot of time going, but which blush will it be? This feels like me today. This feels like my energy. I love liquid blush. I just think it really goes with the kind of dewy thing I'm going for. And this one is my favorite right now. Vision. I would pop her on the back of my hand, sort of pump her out like this. And then I would kind of go in with my finger for this one and just dee-dee, pop, 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 pop. Kind of on the top of my cheek. And then I would go in with a little brush. And just making it look like somebody's made you blush. Maybe somebody said something cheeky to you, or I don't know, flirted with you, and you've gone a little bit red. Also on the top of the nose, cute. We love her. Oh my God, that actually looks really good. Wow. Eyelash curlers, Shiseido. These are the best ones. Rumor has it. I got a lash lift recently, so A lot of my eyelashes are kind of going in different directions, but this will just sort me right out. I do love a little lash lift. Sue me. Sue me. Mascara. At the moment, I'm loving this one from Glossier. I've kind of gone through different mascaras, but this one just feels light and not too clunky. So just a bit of her. I like to use black mascara. I've tried brown, but it didn't really give me the va-va-voom I was looking for. I just think black's classic. Now for my favorite part, lips. Lips is where I feel like it really all comes together. I love a bit of a glossy lip, but recently Hourglass have come up with the Blur Balm, which I feel is just as gorgeous as the glossy one, but kind of has more of a matted effect. I like to use lip liner. I'm very into brown lip liner. Doesn't really matter what time of day it is. I think brown lip liner always looks nice. And this is actually the shade that I used on the Grammys, the Grammy night. Crazy. I will go in kind of exactly where my lips are. I don't really overline, mostly because I don't know how to, and that's like for professionals. This is the shade Enigma. I don't think I'm an enigma. I wish I was. I think I'm pretty like as it comes. And then I'll just fill in and blend that together. And then we're done. That's my finished 10-minute makeup look. Thanks so much, Allure. See you next time. If The Art of Loving was a document, what message would I hope transcends time? My aim with this album was to remind people of the importance of loving each other and our capacity to do so, and how important human connection is, and that it's okay to want love and to love and be loved, and we don't need to pretend to be so cool and nonchalant all the time, and actually it's really cool to be sincere and love the people in your life properly.